In a world where countless species have vanished into the annals of history, the haunting truth of human-driven extinctions lingers. But some people are working hard to bring some of them back to life. They are not using time machines, but with scientific prowess, these unsung heroes are resurrecting the lost denizens of our planet. Join us on an extraordinary journey as we unveil 20 awe-inspiring species that may just defy the grasp of oblivion. Number 20. Sabertooth Tiger. Sabertoothed tigers, those captivating creatures we're introduced to in school, have an allure that's hard to deny. Despite their nickname, saber-toothed cat, they weren't as closely linked to cats or tigers as we might assume. These enigmatic beings roamed about 10,000 years ago and earned their moniker from their striking knife-like teeth, unearthed in Brazilian fossils. Although the notion of resurrecting these captivating creatures might intrigue us, it's a complex matter. Not just because we have our hands full with the pandemic, which has taken over the job of unsettling us when we step outside, but primarily due to ecological intricacies. Reviving a species demands more than just technical prowess. It necessitates an understanding of their natural habitat, reproduction patterns, and historical decline, sometimes due to non-natural causes. The saber-toothed tigers would likely require meticulous human intervention and a thoughtful approach to thriving in our contemporary world. Number 19. Tasmanian Tiger. Our insatiable curiosity as a species can be a double-edged sword, leading us astray at times yet propelling us toward remarkable achievements. Among these aspirations is the potential resurrection of the Tasmanian tiger, or thylacine, from the annals of extinction. This unique creature, which vanished in 1936 after a 4-million-year existence, fell victim to diseases and the encroachment of human settlements on its territory. Now scientists are venturing into the realm of possibility, having unearthed the complete nuclear genome of a thylacine from a specimen preserved since 1909. Although this breakthrough fuels hopes of revival, the journey is far from immediate. The genome serves as the initial stride, while the creation of a suitable host remains a monumental task. Number 18. Woolly rhinoceros. Among the species that tantalize scientific minds for potential revival, the woolly rhinoceros stands out prominently. Residing in the chillier realms of northern Asia and Europe during the Pleistocene epoch, these colossal creatures bore a shaggy coat that aided their survival in frigid environments. With their plant-based diet and distinctive hump, they left an indelible mark on the landscape. Permafrost has played a preservation role, unveiling mummified remains of woolly mammoths and an assortment of bones over time. In 2014, the fortuitous discovery of a young rhino mummy in Yakutia, Russia, divulged its remarkably preserved soft tissues, head, horns, and fur. Subsequently, in 2020, another rhino aged around 3 to 4 years was found nearby, revealing a tragic drowning fate. The narrative behind their extinction remains an enigma, as these robust creatures adapted adeptly to varying climates. While theories abound, the weightiest conjecture points towards an unfortunate history of overhunting. Number 17. Irish elk. The fascinating story of the Irish elk unveils a potential success story in the realm of species revival, enabled by cutting-edge technology. Despite their somewhat misleading name, these majestic creatures weren't native to Ireland and were, in fact, the grandest of deer species. Towering up to 2.1 meters or 7 feet at the shoulders, with antlers stretching up to an astonishing 12 feet, Irish elks roamed during the Pleistocene epoch, evolving through the glacial spans of the past million years. Notably, their remarkably preserved remains, often discovered in Irish peat bogs, have extended their existence by nearly 1,500 years beyond previous estimates. This fortunate preservation makes them a prime candidate for DNA analysis and potential cloning. Number 16. Gastric brooding frog. The story of the gastric brooding frog started on a rocky note, but humanity is striving to mend its course. Unveiled to the world only in 1972, this Australian amphibian met an untimely demise by the 1980s due to the insidious influence of a fungal disease believed to be introduced by modern humans. The lingering presence of this fungus casts uncertainty on the frog's revival prospects in the wild. Yet scientists are steadfastly committed to the task at hand. Professor Michael Archer hails from the University of New South Wales in Sydney, Australia. Armed with frozen cells harvested from frogs preserved 3 decades ago, the professor's team took a pioneering leap by cloning the initial embryos, a pivotal step preceding tadpole formation. This audacious endeavor holds the potential to breathe new life into the unique gastric brooding frogs. Distinguished by its exceptional reproductive technique, this frog comes in 2 intriguing species, the northern and the southern. Their distinctive breeding ritual involves an astonishing twist. Post-fertilization by the male, the female swallows the eggs. In a remarkable biological feat, her stomach metamorphoses from an acidic chamber into a haven, nurturing the developing offspring. Number 15. Quagga. In the intricate world of species revival, scientists often draw upon the connections between extinct and contemporary creatures. When a living counterpart shares a significant portion of its DNA with extinct kin, it paves the way for genetic experimentation, potentially resurrecting long-lost animals. Such a scenario could well unfold with the quagga. Native to South Africa, this distinctive subspecies of the plains, zebra, once presumed to be a standalone species, held a captivating secret in its genetic code. The quagga, sadly driven to extinction by the hand of European settler colonists in the late 19th century, held a close resemblance to its plains zebra relatives. Measuring about 8.5 feet in length and standing at 4.5 feet, its most defining trait was its unique brown and white striping pattern. These stripes adorned its front, while its rear presented a more equine-like appearance in solid brown. Interestingly, the stripe arrangement wasn't uniform among all quaggas, adding a touch of individuality. Genetic revelations unveiled that the quagga was, in fact, a plains zebra subspecies. Could this be a signpost toward their eventual resurgence? With the potential for scientific intervention, the once abundant quaggas of the Cape Province might, one day, grace their native lands again. Number 14. Aurox. The aurochs, ancestral kin to our modern-day cattle, disappeared from the world around 1627, the last of their kind bidding farewell in Poland. Revered across time, aurochs etched their magnificence onto cave canvases, legends of their unparalleled strength and swiftness echoing through history. Creatures like the ox bear traces of aurochs genetics, sparking curiosity. Could we curate a blend of these inherited traits to craft an authentic aurochs rebirth? As it turns out, the quest to rekindle the aurochs spirit isn't solely a modern endeavor. Pioneering the journey were the Heck brothers, custodians of a zoo and avid experimenters. For a dozen years, they orchestrated a union between cattle and fierce fighting bulls, birthing the Heck cattle. Although their focus leaned toward brawn and ferocity, these hybrid descendants inherited glimpses of the aurochs' legacy, capable of mirroring some of their ancestral prowess. Number 13. Carolina Parakeet. Once gracing the landscapes of southern New York, Wisconsin, and the Gulf of Mexico, the Carolina Parakeet was a mesmerizing sight to behold. Bedecked in resplendent plumage that radiated brilliant hues, these parrots cast a spell of allure upon anyone who encountered them. Indigenous to the eastern United States, they called old forests and riverbanks their home, adding a vibrant touch to these landscapes. Yet the passage of time would bear witness to a heart-rending chapter in their existence. A somber date, February 21, 1918, etched the end of an era as a male, Incas, took his final breath. Mere months following a poignant encounter with Lady Jane at the Cincinnati Zoological Garden, their brief union would signify the parakeet's swan song. No eyes have since feasted upon their vibrant feathers, and the last echoes of their wild existence faded concurrently. The final wild Carolina parakeet met its fate in Florida's Okeechobee County, vanishing from the skies forever. Number 12. Woolly mammoth. Similar in stature to today's African elephants, these prehistoric giants could tower up to 11.2 feet, their weighty presence tipping the scales at a colossal 6.6 tons. A tapestry of adaptations facilitated their triumph in frigid realms, their long guard hairs and insulating undercoat safeguarded against the cold, while truncated ears and tails shunned frostbite and heat loss. Amidst whispers of scientific sorcery, a bold ambition emerged in 2017, a project to reverse the mammoth's fate. Geneticist George Church heralded their imminent return from the abyss within 2 years. But time's march belies this promise, for over 4 years have since passed, and the mammoth's trumpeted revival remains elusive. In a symphony of skepticism, paleontologist John Hawkes deemed earlier reports as echoes of false hope, mere illusions of resurrection. Ponder the monumental hurdles, the orchestration of a single mammoth cell's metamorphosis into a nascent embryo, an alchemical feat in itself. Yet this is just the prelude. Nurturing this embryonic spark into a full-fledged mammoth demands feats of biological mastery that, at present, lay beyond our grasp. Number 11. Guam Flying Fox. Nestled in the embrace of the Pacific Ocean, the tropical haven of Guam once cradled a diminutive inhabitant, the Mariana's fruit bat, known as the Guam Flying Fox. Alas, the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, has cast a mournful decree. Their wings are still, for the Guam Flying Fox is now extinct. An eerie silence has reigned since the 1970s, a span bereft of their ethereal presence. The echoes of hunters' steps linger, marking the fateful end of the last of their kind. Humanity, once drawn to their sustenance, unwittingly quenched their existence. In a dance of human expansion, habitats surrendered to the march of progress. The shrines of evergreen shrubs in the verdant abundance succumbed to bulldozers, reborn as living spaces for others. These dainty herbivores, measuring merely 14 to 15 centimeters and weighing a mere 152 grams, found themselves vulnerable to both their predators and the encroaching hand of civilization. Their appearance bore a tapestry of hues, a spectrum from deep brown to tinges of yellow, draped over their furry forms. Yet much of their secrets remain veiled, their behavior a whisper on the wind. Amidst the tropical foliage, they dined on an eclectic feast of evergreen shrubs, flowers, fruits, and tender foliage. A shroud of mystery envelops their reproductive dance, but a glimmer of insight gleams from the annals of time. A lone captive from 1968 hints at a shared role of parental care between genders. Number 10. Barbary Lion. In ancient lands like Morocco and Egypt, the Barbary lion ruled, a grand lion type also called Atlas or Nubian lion. It stood as the largest and heaviest among lions, a symbol of power and grace. This lion's story holds echoes of a time when it might have roamed the arenas of Roman gladiators. Yet, a unique trait set it apart. Unlike other lions, it chose solitude over prides due to its tough environment and limited food. The Barbary lion's tale ends in tragedy. The 1922 shots that echoed through the Atlas Mountains marked the last chapter, silencing its majestic roar. This lion's allure reached far and wide, gracing royal courts and captivating admirers in Europe. From the Tower of London to European parks, its presence left an indelible mark. But history's tapestry reveals a darker side, exploitation and decline. Arabs constrained their territories, Romans manipulated them for spectacle, and Europeans pushed them to the brink. Yet shadows of hope persist. Did this noble lineage endure in captivity? If so, the duty to protect this legacy rests with conservationists, guarding the memory of a lion that once reigned, a testament to the timeless grandeur of the wild. Number 9. Baiji White Dolphin. Also known as the Chinese river dolphin, the Baiji or white dolphin stands as a haunting testament to the fleeting nature of existence. An enigma that eludes the grasp of future generations, the Baiji vanished from the waters of China's Yangtze River, an echo of time extinguished in 2006. Whispers of their presence tantalized scientists, but diligent studies unveiled no vestiges of their form. Measuring 2 to 2.4 meters, the Baiji displayed a distinctive countenance, elongated beaks and a cloak of pale gray skin, a serene visage that earned them the evocative title Goddess of the Yangtze or Goddess of the Baiji. Their lithe frames, honed for swiftness, glided through the waters with grace. Masters of the currents, their diet comprised fish, their auditory prowess guiding them through the murky depths as sight failed them. In the 1950s, a sad story began as dams and structures confined their world, causing their decline. Their home fractured and pollution tainted their waters. By 2002, the last Baiji vanished, presumed extinct. A glimmer of hope has emerged as conservation policies have been made aiming to revive life in the Yangtze River. Number 8. Heath Hen. Once inhabitants of the eastern U.S. coastline, the Heath Hen has left behind an echo now absent from the tapestry of life, a void stretching across the nation and beyond. A unique subspecies of the prairie chicken, their song was heard on the shores of Martha's Vineyard, where they shared kinship with their prairie brethren. Similar in form, the Heath Hen, though smaller, measured around 17 inches in length and tipped the scales at a mere 2 pounds, a testament to their delicate presence. In the colonial embrace of yesteryears, these hens thrived, a vital thread woven into the fabric of existence. Yet the winds of fate shifted, and their numbers waned, hunted for sustenance and gallinaceous delicacies. While the song of the hunter spelled a haunting dirge, other forces conspired to cast shadows upon their existence. The birds, tender and succulent, succumbed to the allure of easy quarry, a vulnerability the islands couldn't shield them from. In the face of a relentless march, islanders united in a valiant effort, weaving a cloak of habitat preservation to shelter the Heath Hens from predators and eager marksmen. Yet the dice of destiny cast a grim lot. Wildfires danced, mercilessly consuming their haven and hastening their decline. By 1933, a curtain of silence descended, and the last whispers of the Heath Hen's presence fell upon deaf ears. An epical lineage reached its terminus, marked by a solitary figure named Booming Ben, the poignant remnant of a vibrant legacy. Number 7. Pyrenean Ibex. While the revival of mammoths, saber-toothed tigers remains a distant and uncertain horizon, the resurrection of the Pyrenean Ibex could be a step closer to reality. In a poignant déjà vu, our hands were again involved in its initial extinction, as their magnificent curved horns painted a bullseye for hunters. By 1892, their numbers teetered on the precipice of oblivion until the last Pyrenean Ibex met its end, crushed beneath a tree in captivity. Yet, from the ashes of regret, a beacon of hope emerged in 1989. Scientists embarked on an audacious endeavor, collecting DNA fragments from the scant remnants of the ibex and preserving them in the icy vaults of freezers. Melding the genetic tapestry of ibex and goat, they threaded the strands of life into 57 surrogate hosts. Miracles danced within 7 pregnant surrogates, and a single birth in 2003 became the embodiment of a fragile dream. Though the clone's debut was fleeting, life flickered for 7 minutes before fading, leaving a trail of potential unrealized. Number 6. Passenger pigeon. The passenger pigeon, a linchpin of diversity and ecological balance, met a tragic end as human hands orchestrated its extinction in the 1800s. A breathtaking multitude once graced the skies, numbering billions, yet this breathtaking panorama began to fragment, a consequence of relentless hunting and the relentless march of deforestation. By 1900, the death knell tolled for the last pigeon felled by a hunter's shot, followed by the somber silence that enveloped Cincinnati Zoo in 1914 as the final breath of the species echoed. While museums harbor their taxidermic remnants, a quest for resurrection echoes within the halls of science. The elusive treasure of intact cell nuclei has eluded seekers thus far, a genetic map that might reignite the pigeon's flight. Hope is anchored in the tenacity of University of California biologist Ben Novak and his dedicated cohort. They embarked on a daring endeavor, envisioning the transformation of the band-tailed pigeon, the passenger pigeon's closest kin. Gene by gene, a symphony of change aims to birth a passenger pigeon genome, adorned with a signature lengthened tail and the fiery spark of a red eye. Now it's time for today's subscriber's pick. Here we have a mind-blowing encounter with the cutest mystery ever. Behold what seems like a pint-sized elephant in the spotlight. Now, before you start wondering if someone shrank Dumbo, let's dive into the enigma. Is it an elephant? Is it a mini marvel lost in time? We're all ears, literally, to uncover this adorable secret. Which animal would you like to bring back from extinction? Let us know in the comments below. Number 5. Giant ground sloth. If there's an animal that can ignite a spark of excitement in the realm of revival, it's undoubtedly the giant ground sloth. The sloths we're acquainted with today, endearing, leisurely creatures that don't exactly evoke fear. Now imagine them on an epic scale, colossal in size. These ancient behemoths, stretching roughly 20 feet in length, could stand upright and reach the zenith of palm trees, a testament to their staggering proportions. With a weight of around 3 tons, their footprints etched a 3-foot-long saga in the earth, a tale of a bygone era, some 1.5 million years ago. The audacity of curiosity lures scientists into the very fabric of time, pondering the prospect of resurrecting these titans. But curiosity isn't a mere whisper. It's a driving force, navigating the intricate labyrinth of DNA. The avenues to revival branch into 3 intriguing paths: cloning, backbreeding, and genetic engineering. Cloning, conjuring life from the nucleus of the extinct, birthing an embryo within a living egg cell. Backbreeding, summoning ancestral traits through the lineage of living beings. And genetic engineering, harnessing the blueprint of their DNA, weaving echoes of the past into living cells. Yet, as science treads the precipice of possibility, a sobering reality surfaces. Genetic engineering emerges as the most sound method, a beacon of potential. However, its success dances on a tightrope, teetering at a modest 5% rate. Amidst these endeavors lies a quest to restore a species long cloaked in the shroud of time, to rekindle a connection severed by epochs past. Number 4. Seychelles giant tortoise. Amidst the roster of creatures gracing this list, a veil of controversy shrouds the status of one: the Seychelles giant tortoise. Debates echo across scientific corridors, with some asserting its existence lingers solely in the realm of the wild, while others mourn its absolute extinction. In the annals of history, the 19th century etched a somber narrative. Hunting drove this majestic creature to the brink of oblivion. Resembling its modern-day kin, the Seychelles giant tortoise once meandered along the fringes of streams and marshes, a grazer of verdant fare. Yet this very proximity became its curse, as it caught the eye of passers-by and opportunistic hunters. Intriguingly, a glimmer of hope unfurled in 2011, a study heralding the discovery of 28 adult tortoises and 40 juveniles, their ancient presence enlivening the wild. These resilient souls found a haven upon Cousin Island, whispering tales of survival. A kinship with the Seychelles giant tortoise was embraced as they tread the soil. Meanwhile, on St. Helena Island, another venerable resident, Jonathan, etched his name in the annals of time. Recently crowned the world's oldest living mammal by the Guinness World Records, at the awe-inspiring age of 187, he stands as a testament to the endurance and enigmatic grace of the animal kingdom. The Seychelles giant tortoise, a figure both elusive and ever-present, continues to tantalize the imagination and challenge the boundaries of existence. Number 3. Glyptodonts. As the shroud of time envelops the enigma of glyptodonts' disappearance, a distant glimmer of resurrection dances on the horizon, a prospect that may yet unveil their ancient presence once more. These colossal beings, vanishing in the waning embrace of the last ice age, have long eluded the grasp of understanding. Early perceptions likened them to armadillos, a semblance that beckoned scientists down a winding path of exploration. A revelation, unexpected and profound, emerged from the shadows of history. Glyptodonts and armadillos, once estranged kin, now share a lineage that threads through time. Not solely kinship, but an intricate tapestry woven with threads of connection to the likes of the giant armadillo, a titan weighing up to 25 pounds, and the delicate pink fairy armadillo, a sprite-like creature at a mere 4 ounces. Yet the quest for insight is met with a peculiar silence. Fragments of DNA whisper faintly, offering glimpses but withholding their secrets. Ancient guardians of dense woodlands and sprawling grasslands, glyptodonts flourished across the southern reaches of the United States. The script of their disappearance is a narrative etched in conjecture. Climatic shifts and human footprints loom as plausible culprits. However, the enigma persists, cloaked in uncertainty, for their closest kin still roam the lands today. Number 2. Elephant bird. As stewards of this planet, our history is marred with regrettable missteps, and among the most solemn chapters lies the tragic tale of animal extinction, a legacy etched by overhunting, deforestation, and the relentless march of diseases. In this somber symphony, the majestic elephant bird finds its place, a colossal marvel whose presence once graced Madagascar's landscape. A symbol of abundance, its eggs could cradle entire families, while its shells found new purpose as utilitarian bowls. The demand for its succulent meat, too, echoed through time. Yet, amid the echoes of a bygone era, a glimmer of hope persists, a fervent aspiration to resurrect this avian titan. The elephant bird, a giant among its kind, wandered Madagascar's realm until human footprints etched a different fate by the 17th century. Closer in geography to the ostrich, their ancestral ties find kinship with the kiwi, a lineage enshrined in the hushed corners of New Zealand. Imagine, if you will, a world where the elephant bird reclaims its perch, a gargantuan presence, weighing up to a staggering 1,600 pounds with a stature that brushes against the heavens, standing almost 10 feet tall. In this fantastical tapestry, the prospects bloom, companionship takes flight, farms echo with their stride, and a realm of transportation unfurls, a vision where they become integral threads in the grand weave of existence. Number 1. Dinosaurs. Absolutely, the notion of resurrecting dinosaurs may evoke vivid memories of Jurassic Park and its tumultuous consequences. However, the boundaries of scientific exploration continue to push forward, albeit along a distinct path. Dr. Jack Horner, a guiding force behind the cinematic portrayals of these ancient titans, is at the forefront of this intriguing venture. Contrary to the silver screen's portrayal, the path to dino revival veers from ancient DNA strands a relic time has frayed beyond use. Instead, scientists cast their gaze upon the humble chicken, endeavoring in a journey of reverse evolution. In this intricate dance, the differences between our feathered companions and their prehistoric kin, mouths, hands, arms, and tails, become the very threads scientists seek to reweave. Dr. Horner's vision, aptly christened the Chickensaurus, dances with the tantalizing prospect of a form reborn, a realm where wings and hands pose less challenge than the elusive tail, a genetic puzzle awaiting the touch of scientific ingenuity. Amidst the blend of curiosity and new findings, a shared voice arises, a call to balance our ambitions. Today's canvas is painted with challenges, and while the idea of dinosaurs stirs excitement, caution is wise. The city needn't welcome ancient giants just now. In our world's intricate design, the dance between history and now, our true treasure may be the wonders beside us. No resurrection needed. Well, who would have thought that some of these incredible species might stage a comeback? While we're all for reviving Earth's rich biodiversity, let's hope we avoid dinosaurs creating havoc on our streets. Speaking of possibilities, which extinct animal would you choose to bring back and why? Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey, and stay tuned for more exciting discoveries.